Hi guys, Rich here from Clarus MotorPark. Hopefully you've been following our Facebook feed and you can see that this year we're competing in Bangers for Ben. Ben is a fantastic charity that supports people who are in the motor trade at their hardest time. And at Clarus MotorPark we thought we've just got to get involved. If you don't know what Bangers for Ben is, you've got to check out our Facebook page. If you can leave a donation, that would be even better. Lee and Ash are going to be running the Bangers for Ben 900 mile Best of Britain road trip. They've got to have a banger to do it in, and it can only be up to a maximum of 750 quid. Now I've been on the phone and I've tried all my trade contracts, all my friends, and anybody I know could possibly get us some British heritage for 750 quid that'll do 900 miles. At the end, the car will be sold and all the profits will go to Ben, the benevolent charity for the motor trade. I've just been to see a car, and to be honest, I don't think it would do 90 miles, never 903 miles. So I'm sat here at the side of the road on the phone again to try and find something that we can give to the guys that will do at least 900 miles. It has to be British. It has to have some sort of icon, and let's be honest, it's got to do 903 miles for the guys. So I've just been on Facebook, can't find a thing. I've just been on eBay and found something that I think might do the job. It's not too far from here, so I'm going to go check it out and you can come with me for the ride. Right guys, well here we are. Lovely sunny midsummer Norton. And I'll be honest, there's one thing I haven't told you. We've got a 750 quid budget for this car, and this car's actually up for £1,000. Now to be honest, 25% reduction in the price of the car is fairly unreasonable, but it's the best thing that I can think of for the moment. I've just spoke to Mike on the phone and he said he can't get here, so he's left the key out for me to have a look, and we'll see how we get on. Come with me. Guys, there it is. Jaguar X-Type. Okay, it's an expensive Mondeo. Okay, it's depreciated more than a NASA spaceship after it's been used. But fundamentally, it's British. It's the best of British for 750 quid. Assuming he lets me have it for 750 quid. I'll tell you what, on the face of it, it's in pretty good shape. It's in the famous, loved Doom Blue colour. Fantastic Jaguar emblem on the bonnet. See, lovely cream interior. The door doesn't work, that's a good start. Tell you what, it looks okay so far. We'll have a proper look around of it now. Let's give it a start. Well, the good news is we've only got one engine light on, and but it has got 64,500 miles on the clock. So there's not too many. And to be honest, I mean, apart from the fact that it's a Doom Blue depreciation cannon with grey interior, it was quite nice, comfy. Automatic gearbox, wood interior. I'll let you be the decider on that factor. But actually, it seems like a pretty nice car. And to be honest, I can't see why this guy's going to give me this 25% off. Considering we all know it's pretty unreasonable. Let's have a look around it. Let's see if we can find anything else while we're there. Here we are at the business end of the Jag. Let's see what we're getting for our 2.5 V6. To be honest, quite a lot of engine in a small little car like this. But it looks fairly good. Can't see any accidents, and it looks a fairly honest car. Fluids look all topped up. Let's look at the engine oil. It's a bit scummy, but on the whole, looks pretty clean. I think we need to take this Jag for a drive. Okay, so I'm in the car. So far, passenger window doesn't work, and I've actually turned it around in the cul-de-sac where I'm at. I'll be honest, it drives like shit. But don't worry, we've got Country Sunrise, various arts to go with. So let's see how that goes in the tape deck. Let's see how we get going. Now, for a 2.5 V6, you'd expect this to be fairly powerful, but 200 brake horsepower under the bonnet, to be quite frank, it should be. It's the size of, well, a Ford Mondeo, but actually, probably the size of a Ford Focus, to be honest. And yeah, that's where the problem we've got. It seems to not want to drive very well. Oh, crikey. We've got a long old drive back for that. That sounds like a dodgy gearbox to me. But fortunately for me, that's a Lee problem. I'll be up to him to fix it, ready for the drive. Will this thing do 900 miles? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Because I am owning this Jag. It's a Jag. Jag. Best of British. And the best bit is, it's got literally no fuel, and we've got a petrol crisis going on as well, so, you know, that helps. There's no petrol here either. Right, let's not worry about the fuel crisis for now. Let's get back to Mike's, see what he's got to say. So the question is, do I want to buy this Jag? Well, it runs a bit rubbish, the passenger window doesn't work, it's got a questionable tape deck, it's got an engine light on, and the handbrake pulls up to the ceiling. But, you know, they're all stuff that we can fix, and actually, it's a 2.5 V6. It's the best of British for 750 quid, and that's assuming that Mike gives me 250 quid off, which might not sound a lot, but it is 25%, and that's quite a lot for a used car in terms of discount. So let's give Mike a call and let's see what we can do.
Hello.
Hi Mike, it's Richard about the Jag, all right?
Oh, hi Rich, you all right?
Yeah, good. Mike, so thanks for leaving the keys out for me earlier. I'll be honest with you, and I'll just cut straight to the chase. It's not a very good driver, mate, to be honest. It sort of lurches in gear, and it's really, really sluggish. Passenger side window doesn't work. It's got an engine light on, and it smells like it's a bit damp in here. Maybe there's been a water leak or something like that. So,
yeah, well, it does need a bit of work doing to it.
And I know you've got that for £1,000, but as I mentioned to you before, it is going to be used in our Bangers4Ben charity drive.
Right.
And, you know, what I was going to do is I was going to see if you'd be willing to take 750 quid for the car.
No, it's worth more than that.
I mean, it is for charity, it is going for Bangers4Ben, and all the proceeds and all the profit will be going directly to Ben.
Okay then. Yeah, all right then. That sounds good enough for me. Yeah, 750.
Brilliant. Okay, well, what I'll do, Mike, is I'll if you can just text me over all your details, I'll get you paid, and we'll get this Jag on the road.
Great, no worries. Best of luck with it.
Thanks, Mike. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.
Yep, take it easy.
We've got ourselves a Jag. Now, the next call I've got to make is to Lee at the workshop to tell him we've bought our Bangers4Ben car, but we might have to not tell him about all the problems with it. But okay, that's fine. He's in the workshop, he'll be able to sort it, so that's cool. Let's see what he says.
Go, mate.
Lee, I've got some good news.
Oh, you always say that. What is it this time?
We've got our Bangers4Ben car.
Oh God, what have you bought?
Well, you'll find that out when we get back to the workshop. But what you need to know is a 2.5 V6 petrol.
Sounds thirsty. I dread to think what it is.
Well, it's fine, and it runs and drives okay. You know, all right.
Something, I suppose.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's comfy, and you're going to absolutely love it. I'm going to bring it back to the workshop now, and you can have a look. Is that all right?
I look forward to seeing it. See you in a bit, mate.
See you in a minute, bye.
Bye.
Well, Lee's got a bit of a shock when he comes to see his 2.5 V6, but, you know, didn't lie. Runs and drives-ish. And to be quite frank, it's nice and comfy. So I didn't lie that much. Normally, I lie a lot more. Let's go to the workshop.
Jag.
What do you think?
That's a Jag. A
Jag.
Jag.
2.5 V6, bit dusty from the drive home.
Awful.
Petrol. Runs and drives. Lovely blue, royal blue.
Looks alright.
Best of British, royal blue. Yeah, the handle's a bit broken.
Very nice.
But it's straight, isn't it? It's straight and nice. It's a bit filthy, but we've got stew for that, so that doesn't matter too much. But you know what? I think it's got some potential. No lumps and bumps. Now, as you know, as much as it drives, it has got a few problems.
I can imagine.
Number one,
The dead cat on the front.
the dead cat in the front. Looks like it's been ran over. But it's got a bit of a misfire, stroke running issue, stroke gearbox issue, something like that. But basically, when you get to
So it
3,000,
runs fine, but it doesn't.
well, before 3,000 revs, it runs lovely, and after that, not so much. But effectively, you'll be fine. You'll know what to do. We've just got to fix that.
Great.
Handbrake doesn't work. CD player wasn't specified in new, so don't worry, you've got a tape deck for the 903 miles.
How many tapes have we got?
One.
Yes.
Other than that, honestly, it's comfy.
It's a Mondeo.
It's a Jag. It's British. It's royal blue.
Cheap to run.
It is not cheap to run. I think on the way here, I think I was getting about 15 miles to the gallon. Other than that,
That's what we need in the tanker crisis.
yeah, that was one issue. I did have a slight issue of getting some fuel as well, but we got there in the end.
So, the brakes don't work.
Correct.
The automatic gearbox doesn't work.
Correct.
The engine has a misfire.
Correct.
Does the aircon work?
Yes, it does. It's cracking. It's great. It's ice cold. If it does break though, don't use the passenger window.
What is that?
It's broke.
Brilliant.
Well, there you go. The Jag is back here at Clevedon. The X-Type is ready to get its 2.5 V6 engine looked at by Lee and ready for the 900 miles. We've got a lot to do, and you'll be able to follow us all the way on our Bangers for Ben charity car. Join us in part 2 to see how we get on and to see what happens to our lovely Jag.